We are here in New Zealand and we are at Margaret Fletcher's place. Hello, Margaret.
Hi, Antonio.
Where exactly in New Zealand are we?
Well, we're halfway between Hamilton and Cambridge, close to the centre of the North Island.
That is interesting. How many islands are there in New Zealand?
There's 3. There are 2 main ones. That's the North Island and the South Island. And then there is Stewart Island.
Interesting. What are the waters that surround New Zealand?
Well, there's the Tasman Sea between New Zealand and Australia, but we're in the Pacific Ocean.
Okay. Nice. Shall we go?
Yes, sure.
For how long has this place been your home?
For nearly 14 years.
14 years. Has it been like this from the beginning?
No, not at all. There was no garden at all when we arrived, and I lived here with a lot more of my family.
Did your family leave?
Yes, they grew up and they left.
Well, that's just part of life. But the garden remained.
Exactly.
And the memories.
Yes. Oh, yes. And they come back very often.
Nice. What is the daily life in New Zealand look like?
Well, for me, I'm a midwife, so I work shift work, and it might be a little bit different for other people.
Is the weather usually hot and humid?
It is in summertime, yes. It can be quite humid, not too hot, but it can get very humid in Hamilton, where I am. Other parts, not so much.
Would you say that you like it for your garden or not?
I love it, yes. It can get quite dry sometimes, but this year we've had quite a lot of rain, so the garden is growing very fast, along with the weeds.
Well, you said that you've been living here for 14 years. Compared to the other places where you have been living, how would you rank this place? Is it first place, second place?
It's definitely first place.
What made you say that?
It's in the country, and I used to live in the city, and I prefer it a little bit out of town.
Being out of town, how quiet is it?
Well, it's reasonably quiet. I mean, there are some roads nearby that have a little bit of traffic, but I find it quiet. I don't really notice.
So, what made you want to come to the countryside?
Well, it's so nice to be surrounded by creation, and it reminds us constantly of God, who is our creator. And it's relaxing. It's more peaceful, I think, than being in a lot of busyness.
Would you like to present us a little bit more of the house?
Sure. This is the main living area, and this house is built in 2 halves, actually. So we had one family down this end, and me and my younger children down this end. So this is the combined family living room with the kitchen here, and we have Sandra over here from Italy, who's preparing something. Yeah. And the dining room just there.
How would you say your diet is in New Zealand? How would you...
Well, mine might not be the typical Kiwi diet because I eat plant-based food, although many people are starting to eat that way in New Zealand. I have eaten that way for 40 years. It was very uncommon back then, very uncommon. Even to be vegetarian, which I've been for my whole life, was very uncommon.
And how is your experience in the environment? Like, how is the New Zealand environment?
I'm not really sure what you mean, sorry.
In the sense that, how is interacting with people, how is living in such a place, being surrounded by water, having all of these cumulus of factors?
Well, I think New Zealanders are known for their friendliness, and certainly that's how I experience living here, but it's hard to say because this is all I've known, and so it's very familiar to me and I'm very comfortable with it.
Have you ever wished that you would have lived in another country?
Sometimes I think I might like to live in Europe, at least for a little while.
Nice. Well, how do you feel like your relationship with time, has it changed from when you moved from the city to the countryside?
Not really, I'm very busy, but it's good to be busy. But it is also relaxing when you just have something nice to look out on, and also when you can spend time in the garden, it's very good for relaxing and getting rid of stress.
Nice. What are the plants that you kind of grow here?
I've got lots of hedges, you might have noticed, and lots of carpet roses because they're very easy to grow, and a few different flowers, mostly white ones, but some other coloured ones as well. Lots of hydrangeas, things that are easy to grow and simple to grow, and quite a few trees as well.
Have you been maintaining the garden yourself?
Yes, I have, although this past week I've had a little bit of help, which has been very lovely. But I do enjoy it, especially when I have plenty of time and I don't have to rush. I don't like to rush in the garden. If I can just, spend the day pulling weeds and, doing what needs to be done in a relaxed way, then it's very, very nice.
Have there been... are there forests around you, or have there been forests?
Not very close to here, but there are, we call it bush in New Zealand. There are little pockets of it here and there are some that are reasonably close drive. It doesn't take too long to get to them.
Being so hot in here, at least in the summer, how do you think it affected your personality?
Oh, I don't really know.
Like people from sunny places, they always seem happier.
Well, yes, I think lots of sunshine does help us to feel good, doesn't it? Yes, so perhaps. But I think, an inner joy is more important, so that whatever your environment, if you have a connection to God, you have that inner peace and joy, and it's completely independent of your environment, which is more important, I think.
Yes, I do think so. Do you get a lot of rain here?
Sometimes. In winter we get a reasonable amount. We had a few summers ago a very, very rainy summer. But normally it's just a moderate amount. It's quite nice, just enough,
Do you ever get temperatures below zero?
Well, we do get frosts here where I live. In other parts of New Zealand, yes, they get temperatures below zero. They have snow in the winter time and on the mountains.
Have you seen snow in this place?
Not here, not where I live, no. There is a Mount Pirongia is not too far from here, and sometimes you will get a little tiny bit of snow there. But you usually have to go south a bit from here to get the snow.
It is interesting to live in such a diverse country with such interesting fauna and biodiversity. And what would you say that it's the best? What is kind of the best place to visit in New Zealand to see the beauty of the fauna and biodiversity?
Well, there's a few different places, and it really depends what you want to see. But many people really enjoy the South Island, down Queenstown, just because of the beauty of the environment. And yes, they've got some different birds down there to what we have here. Coromandel is very beautiful, and Northland is beautiful as well. Lake Taupo, again, is very nice. They're all slightly different, but all very beautiful. So it depends. Do you want a mountain? Do you want rivers? Do you want the beach?
You have them all.
We have them all, yes.
What are the animals that you would expect to see in New Zealand?
Lots of sheep. They, of course, are not native to New Zealand, but we have many, many sheep, more sheep than we have people. Less than we used to have in times past, but we still have many sheep and still have many dairy farms. But animals unique to New Zealand, we are most known for the kiwi, which is a flightless bird. It's very hard to see one, though.
Have you seen one?
Yes, but only one in captivity because they're nocturnal and they live in the bush. Although if you travel up north, you'll see on some of the roads they have a kiwi painted on the road to say beware of the kiwis because they come out at night.
Well, it is interesting. Do you think that the transportation in New Zealand is does it involve getting on a boat and traveling from one island to another? Is that something that you do often?
I don't do it often, but some people do, yes. We do have a ferry between the two main islands. My friend Deborah, who's staying here at the moment, came up, brought her car over on the ferry. So yes, that's very common. But you can also fly if you prefer.
Do you more often fly or go by the ship?
Myself, I have mostly flown.
Well, it has been an interesting time, and I would like to know more, but I think that it is enough for now. What kind of end message would you like to tell?
Well, I just want to say welcome to New Zealand, especially to you. Where are you from?
I am from Romania, from Europe.
And why are you here?
Well, I came as an invitee person to participate at a camp that is Christian-based.
And how are you going to participate?
I would participate as having 2 devotionals in the morning and a testimony of my own life.
That sounds wonderful. And do you know the purpose of the camp?
The main purpose of the camp is to spread the message to the world that the last call from God is close.
That sounds like a wonderful message. And so that will be what else I would like to say is that people are welcome to come here. And if they want to hear more of that message, then I am very happy to talk to them about it. Because I do believe that Jesus is coming soon. And there is a work to do in our own hearts and to help other people with their own preparation for his soon return.
Amen to that.